team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Come on. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Marr now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jahan, 180! Hey, I'm coming for you, son! I'm coming for you!
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 58 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dan Bailey now for the extra point.
Shouldn't have let him score at that.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, Cowboys. Let's go.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And some room to roam now. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Nobody leaked. Big play.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott.
Got good protection. Who don't want? Get it.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try the sweep with Allen.
Come on, man.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them special.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Screen started twerking.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins, and he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
So don't say nothing.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's looking at his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Check 99. Go to 54. Go to 54. 26.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Cowboys.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A first down carry by Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. And all the way down to the 35. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, and even 50 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Cousins. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw for Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Cousins now. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Cousins now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Cousins again. Buying time to his left. Open man once again. It's Thielen. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll come out in the pistol. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run for it with Cook. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the first half. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Knock it through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
A big run that time by Elliott. And even 50 yards. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Toss left to Elliott. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Caught left side by Cobb. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
It should be a touchdown.
No signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Check, crunch.
Running with Elliott. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On On second down, it's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Here we go. 4-9. Watch the run. Watch the run. 26.
Again, it's Elliott. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. The kick by Marr is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They run it again with Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Break. 54 Mike. It's our time. It's our time. It's our time. Say. Check. Who draw Corker?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Yeah. Slam.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on 2nd down when they got the sack? Because on 3rd down, 0 pressure all the time in the world, and he picks up the 1st down with that throw.
Check. Watch 54. Watch QB draw.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Under 10. 10. Lucky 50.
Again, it's Cook.
You ain't going nowhere.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Switch.
Throwing his Cousins. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Antoine Woods drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Cousins on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Push him back. 40 center.
On 1st down, Elliott breaks the tackle now with Alley. Past the 20. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 45 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Mike 54. Go. Zebra. Mike 4.
Here's Cousins. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. After the sack on 1st down, Cousins. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and now it's 3rd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Cousins to throw. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. To throw is Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
I'll be back streaming in a little bit. First win in the books for the day. Whenever I play somebody I know, whenever I stream it, dog's going crazy. I'll be back, whoever my one viewer is. Give me about an hour.